The artist drew themselves in a unique way. It's fun to see how people picture themselves in art. She makes a cool sweatshirt by mixing parts from other sweatshirts. It's like a puzzle of different colors and patterns. This style is called upcycling. It gives old clothes new life. Pretty flowers floating on water. It's like a peaceful garden on a pond. Did you know some flowers, like water lilies, naturally grow this way? It's called aquatic gardening. Look at this awesome disco ball painting. The artist used a round canvas and added lots of colors to make it pop. She painted tiny squares in different colors to look like the mirrors on a real disco ball. This lady made a cool moon picture. She used art to show how the moon looks. It's really pretty. Did you know? The moon always shows the same side to Earth. We never see its backside. Look at these cute cactus cupcakes. They're so pretty, it's hard to eat them. The frosting looks just like real cacti. Fun fact, some real cacti are edible and used in cooking. This painting is really special. The artist made it look like their arms are coming out of the canvas. It's not just flat. Parts of it stick out in 3D. The painting shows the upper body. But instead of just painting the arms, they made them look real. It's like the person in the painting is trying to reach out to you. This guy is really creative with hair. He styled someone's hair to look just like a hat. It's not a real hat. It's all made from hair. He must have used a lot of hairspray and special tools to make the hair stay in that shape. It probably took a long time to do, but the result is pretty cool. This kind of hairstyling is like art you can wear on your head. It's fun to look at, but might not be something you'd want every day. Fancy hairstyles like this are sometimes called avant-garde hair. They're often seen in hair shows or fashion events. This guy is super talented at making art on the street with chalk. He draws awesome pictures right on the sidewalk where everyone can see them. His chalk drawings are so good, they sometimes look like they're popping out of the ground. It's fun to watch him work and see the art come to life. The cool thing about chalk art is that it doesn't last forever. It washes away when it rains, so it's like a special treat for people who get to see it. Did you know? Some chalk artists make their pictures look 3D by using a trick called anamorphosis. It makes the art look weird unless you stand in just the right spot. This clever pup is painting with a brush in its mouth. Here's a simpler way to describe it. This cute dog is an artist. It's holding a paintbrush in its mouth to make a pretty picture. The painting has bright yellow, red, and orange colors that look like a landscape. It's amazing to see a dog paint like this. The pup must have great control to make such a nice picture using just its mouth. Did you know? Some dogs are trained to do tasks with their mouths, like painting or picking up objects. It's a fun way to keep them active and use their natural abilities in a creative way. Wow, look at that cool wall painting. This guy made a big, pretty flower design called a mandala. It's full of colorful shapes that look like flower petals. The artist used lots of different colors to make the mandala pop against the wall. It must have taken a long time to paint all those tiny details. Wall paintings like this are called murals. They can make plain walls look amazing and give a whole room or building a new feel. Mandalas come from old Indian art. People often use them for relaxation or meditation because looking at the patterns can be very calming. This guy made a really cool painting of Times Square in New York. He used splatter painting to do it. That means he threw or dripped paint on the canvas instead of using brushes. The painting shows all the bright lights and busy feel of Times Square. You can see the big screens and lots of people, but it's all made with splashes of paint. It's a fun way to show a busy place like Times Square. The messy paint style matches how noisy and crowded it is there. Did you know? Splatter painting became famous in the 1940s. An artist named Jackson Pollock made it popular. People thought it was a new and exciting way to make art. This artist made a cool tiger painting using lots of different ways to put paint on the canvas. She might have used brushes, sponges, or even her hands to create different textures. The tiger looks really lively, with bright colors and bold strokes. You can see fur-like marks and splashes that make the tiger seem fierce and moving. It's fun to look closely and spot all the different painting tricks she used. Some parts might be smooth, others rough or spotty. Artists often mix techniques like this to make their paintings more interesting. It's called mixed media when they use different materials or methods in one artwork. This reverse tie-dye looks really cool. The artist started with a black shirt and added bright colors to it. That's different from normal tie-dye, which usually starts with a white shirt. She probably used special dyes that show up on dark fabric. Maybe she folded or tied the shirt in different ways before adding the colors. This makes fun patterns when it's done. The bright colors pop against the black background. It's a neat way to make a plain black shirt look exciting and new. Tie-dye became super popular in the 1960s during the hippie movement. People liked it because each shirt turns out unique,